Welcome back to racing.com and to the Parade of Champions here at Sandown Park tonight. And the first runner out is Aston DB, the winner of the 2017 Melbourne Cup. He had 35 wins from 65 starts. He won the Warragul and Ballarat Cups, the Shootout, the Victorian National Sprint Championship, as well as being Sandown Greyhound of the Year in 2017. He stood at stud, where he became a sensational sire who's definitely left his mark on the track. And tonight, Nero is being paraded by Holly Thompson. He lives at Awesome Lodge as a much-loved pet with the Thompson family. Aston DB will be cheering on his daughter, Miss Envy, in tonight's final of the Melbourne Cup. Whiskey Riot is down next. He won the 2020 Temlee and he was voted the 2020 Greyhound of the Year. And to highlight his impeccable breeding, his parents, Ready to Riot and Fernando Bale, were both awarded the 2019-2020 Australian Brood Bitch and Sire of the Year. Tonight, Red is being paraded by his trainer and best mate, Anthony Azzopardi. Number 3 is Hardstyle Rico. I don't think anyone will ever forget the emotion-charged win of the 2020 Melbourne Cup with Lucky Karabatakis, showing us all how life-changing this race can be, especially for an owner-trainer. Bruiser not only won the Melbourne Cup, but he also broke the track record that night. He's only the second dog ever to do this. He couldn't be much more prouder to have his son Scalacci running in tonight's Melbourne Cup. Number 4 down the track is Koblenz for David Gill, the winner of the 2021 Melbourne Cup. He also won the 2021 Cranbourne Cup. And just to highlight how incredibly well-bred this guy is, both his parents are in tonight's parade. His mum and dad, Uphill Jill and Fernando Bale. Tonight, Koblenz is being paraded by Jeff Gill. Number 5 is the winner of the 2022 Melbourne Cup, Yachi Bale, in an unbelievable performance where he came out of nowhere to win a thrilling race and another Melbourne Cup for the Wheeler family. Remarkably, this was his first attempt at group-level competition. And even more impressive was that this was only his 22nd start at 26 months of age. Trained by Mark and Lisa Delbridge, tonight he is paraded by Miles Delbridge. Yachi Bale officially retired from his racing career this week after an exciting and illustrious career, and we wish him all the best at stud. Number 6 of the Parade of Champions is the winner of the 2023 Melbourne Cup in Aussie Rocks. This was an against the odds win and was also the longest price winner of the race in 20 years. Aussie Rocks is the only Tasmanian bred dog to ever win a Melbourne Cup. Tippy is also recently retired, so expect to see big things from his future stud career. Next in the line is Fernando Mick, with an impressive record of 13 group race finals, winning the Australian Cup and the Hobart 1000 Group 1 races. Copper was narrowly beaten by Yachi Bale in the 2022 Melbourne Cup. Son of the great Fernando Bale, Copper is placed 4th, greatest prize money, a winner amongst Fernando's progeny. Tonight, Copper is being paraded by his owner, Paul Connell. Next in the line is Aston Rupee. What an impressive record Jimbo has. Considered the world's fastest greyhound, breaking 29 seconds here on 5 occasions. He was the 2022 Greyhound of the Year, the 2022 Victorian Sprinter of the Year, and the winner of 2 Group 1 races, the Temlee and the Top Gun. He 2-time Speed Star winner and also a winner of the Shootout. Now, with a very promising stud career taking off, Aston Rupee is owned by Ray Border and paraded here tonight by his trainer and best mate in Glenn Rounds. Hooked on Scotch is next, the winner of the Group 1 Adelaide Cup, which he also won the Run of the Year, the winner of the Group 1 Hobart 1000, the Group 2 Geelong Cup, the Shootout and the Speed Star. He accomplished all of this from only 27 starts, which produced 16 wins and made 8 group finals, breaking the track record in the heats of the 2019 Melbourne Cup. Buster is currently enjoying a successful stud career, producing superstars Postman Pat, Rejuvenate, Field Day and Power and Glory. Owned by Mick and Darren Pulio, Darren is parading Buster tonight. Uphill Jill. Where do we start with this absolute superstar? The 2017 Top Gun winner, the 2018 Golden Easter Egg winner in a thriller against her arch-rival Striker Light. She was the first female sprinter to surpass $500,000 in prize money, and she is a Hall of Fame inductee. But there's more, because not only was Jill so incredibly successful on the track, but also as a mum. She has her favourite son, Koblenz, parading here tonight, the winner of the 2021 Melbourne Cup, and she also has her first husband, Fernando Bale, here for a family reunion. Tonight, she is being paraded by David Gill. Next is Wow, She's Fast. Shani, the sweetheart of greyhound racing, the canine equivalent of Maccabi Diva. She retired from the racing scene as the world's highest earning greyhound, amassing a staggering $2.5 million. She was the 2023 Australian Greyhound of the Year and the Victorian Greyhound of the Year, and also Victorian Sprinter of the Year. Owned by Tyrone Whittington and Greg Sprott, she is the ultimate showgirl and loved every minute of the spotlight. Quite the opposite to her extremely humble and modest trainers, Kel and Jackie Greeno. With 1 litter on the ground already and possibly 3 weeks pregnant tonight, yes, this is an exclusive pregnancy reveal that she is pregnant again. We cannot wait for her pups to hit the track. The greyhound who won the first 2 Phoenixes, Wow, She's Fast, with Jackie Greeno tonight. There is only one dog that could follow Wow, She's Fast, and it is the GOAT, the king, the most valuable greyhound in the world and the undisputed greatest greyhound of all time, Fernando Bale. A multiple track record holder, winner of 8 Group 1 races, the Golden Easter Egg, the National Derby, the Harrison Dawson, the National Sprint Championship, the Maturity Classic, the Top Gun, the Adelaide Cup, and the Peter Mossman Classic. Nandy won 35 races from 44 starts. He was electrifying, and combined with his magnificent temperament, he was the once-in-a-lifetime dog for trainer Andrea Daly. Fernando Bale's stud career is more successful than his race career, if that is even possible. With his offspring earning over $180 million and over 200 group winners, he has also signed 3 Melbourne Cup winners to date. We are so honoured tonight to have Nandy paraded by his studmaster and best mate Paul Westerveld and his owner, the amazing Jan Wheeler, who proudly carries on the legacy of her late great husband, Paul.
Well done to Dan Hibbert and all the champs. And look, isn't that a privilege to have Fernando Bale here tonight on Sportsbet Melbourne Cup night? He was a champion on the track, but what he's been able to do off the track as a sire, his legacy will live forever.
Yeah, and the life expectancy is something we were actually having a bit of a chat about off air, and it's the same as a pet at home. They roughly live anywhere between sort of 10 to 14, 15 years of age. And Nandy, look, he looks in as good a condition as you could go and race him, the great Fernando Bale, and he's turning 12.
Well, do you know what I reckon?
Next year.
I reckon we get Fernando Bale out of the boxes and let him go and get back his second split.
Against Sunset Asia. I'm not sure he could do that. On a serious note, boys, how good is this? This is something we haven't done. This is the inaugural running of the Parade of the Champions, and to sit back and look at these absolute heroes of the sport. I mean, as a racing fan, to see hardstyle Rico standing beside Yachi Bale, beside Fernando Bale, beside Wow, She's Fast, list goes on. I mean, this is what we're in greyhound racing for, to one day achieve what this group of owners, trainers, breeders have been able to do. That's the famous strut from Lucky, isn't it? The famous stance.
And these dogs, and as you mentioned by Dan Hibbert as he introduced them to the crowd here tonight, is that these dogs change the lives of these participants. For Lucky, for Anthony as a party, Well, She's Fast, probably not necessarily for the Greenos, but this was a dog that took them on some ride. Yachi Bale in a way for the Delbridge family. They never thought they'd win a Melbourne Cup, really.
Well, probably not with Yachi Bale, although I know that Mark Delbridge was relatively confident. We just saw a moment ago there too, Mel Tockner leading them off the track. She was the reason this was produced, and we had her on the coverage last week. She works at Sandown Vet, does a wonderful job, and she's so passionate about her greyhound. She's never owned. She was the alongside of Anita Smith, the first two people to launch the adoption program. So she's always been big on that side of racing. Never owned, but just a wonderful person, wonderful human being, and what a great little introduction to Melbourne Cup night.